welcome to another excellent edition of Titans and Trailblazers. Today we are going to have a very riveting conversation. I want you to please stay tuned. We'll be back with more of Titans and Trailblazers.
Whether you're a wholesaler, retailer, or consumer, MNC Logistics and Trading is your trusted partner in minerals and food commodities trading. Experience the difference with MNC Logistics and Trading for your commodities trading. We operate a well-equipped laboratory that smelts and assays gold to ensure transparent, credible, and reliable minerals transactions. Our general food commodity market deals with imports and exports of food products such as rice, sugar, and grains. We pride ourselves on delivering products that meet the highest standards of quality and taste. With our expertise in international trading and logistics, we bridge customers far and wide. Locate us at number 4 Neosai Interfo Avenue, East Legon, Accra. Call us on 030-299-8246 or visit our website www.mnclogisticsandtrading.com. MNC Logistics and Trading, hub of confidence.
MNC Group is a leading investment holding company with expertise in minerals and food commodity trading, precious minerals refinery, real estate development, and logistics and energy. With individually registered companies, our headquarters is located in Accra, Ghana, with operational offices in Dubai, UAE, Hong Kong, and Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia in the USA, and Milan, Italy. We connect business markets and drive growth. Trust us to maximize value in every deal. Call us on 0302-551-917 or 0302-551-918 or send us an email mncgroup@mncgroupgh.com. MNC Group, totally reliant.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. And tonight, I want to talk about something that excites me. You see, so I started my work as trainer when I was in level 300. I had a very interesting professor called Dr. Kwari. And he taught me sales management when I was in level 300 at the University of Ghana Business School. At that time, it was School of Administration. And I remember he took me off to the Ghana Commercial Bank Training School in Nungwa, or Teshi Nungwa at the time. And I was following him with his consultancy, and I was helping with the training small. So I cut my training teeth under Dr. Kwari. And I want to celebrate him today because almost 30 years later, because of the blessing of that initial intervention, I don't even know which bank I haven't worked for in this country, and even outside. In fact, last year, I was flown all the way to Zimbabwe to go and facilitate a strategy session for AFC Bank in Zimbabwe. So why am I starting on this banking note tonight? Because today, my monologue is focused on bank marketing. Banks have been one of the biggest industry domain blessings I've encountered as a marketing professional on my 30-year marketing journey. So I want to thank everybody in banking who has given me an opportunity, from Car Bank to Standard Chartered to Absa to Prudential to NIB Bank, all the way through Zenith, through Access, through everywhere I've been. So bankers, I thank you. But in thanking you, I want to tell you again that please, in August, send your marketing, CX, and communication teams to the Labadi Beach Hotel, because we are having the Africa Marketing Confederation Conference from August 20th to 22nd. We are going to discuss the latest trends when it comes to financial services marketing. And it's going to be a world-class networking platform as well in terms of bringing together like minds when it comes to marketing practice and marketing industry knowledge in Africa. So what is bank marketing? I made some notes here, so I'll just refer to them. Bank marketing is the strategic application of marketing principles, tools, and techniques to promote banking products and services, build lasting customer relationships, enhance brand reputation, and support the overall growth of a financial institution. It includes everything from advertising to PR to digital marketing, product development, customer experience initiatives, to market research, market segmentation. All is inside bank market. It's all part of it. And bank marketing drives value delivery in banks because bank marketing helps you to position products to solve real customer needs. So we have savings products, for instance, that speak to the education needs of parents. We have mobile wallets for informal traders. So bank marketing helps to achieve superior bank positioning. Bank marketing also helps to create awareness of financial products and services, helps to improve service delivery by integrating marketing insights into operational touch points, helps to build trust and brand equity, which is essential. You know, in financial services, if trust for your brand is low, you are dead already, because financial service marketing thrives on superior customer trust. Then they can bring their millions to you, they can save with you, they know you can give them the best investment advice. So bank marketing helps to achieve trust enhancement and brand equity for financial services firms. Then bank marketing also helps you to enhance customer education through financial literacy programs, which strengthens responsible banking and ultimately helps to build long-term customer loyalty. Now, when you take bank marketing as well, I hear a lot of banks pushing for sustainability nowadays. Bank marketing also helps you to promote green banking solutions, to educate customers on sustainable financing options, to align campaigns with ESG values, environmental, social, and governance values, and it helps you to also position your bank as a developmental partner in national and global sustainability efforts. In fact, banks in Africa that are not producing sustainability reports, you must repent. I have a friend called Mr. Sauli. He's building a world-class consulting firm. I'm working with him. And one of the things we are going to be doing is going around helping institutions like banks to produce substantive sustainability reports separate from your annual report. Help you to understand how materiality tests are done and so on and so forth. It's big now for marketers to understand how sustainability reports are done. Then marketing also helps you as a bank to map your customer journey, promote personalized omni-channel experiences, helps to align internal service design with external brand promises. Because you see, in services market, you have something we call the services marketing triangle, where it's very easy to make promises at the top of a service triangle, enable on this side. So you make the promises this way to customers, you enable it to your employees, then at the base of the triangle, the employees who've enabled deliver the promises to the customers you've made the promises to. Now in Africa, the most difficult part of the service marketing triangle is the base, where the services are not delivered well and therefore promises are not delivered up to the level at which they were made. Excellent marketing helps you to deal with these matters. Then you can also use data to anticipate customer needs, enabling proactive service delivery. So I'm going to wrap up this monologue in a minute or two. 14 ways you can improve bank marketing in Africa. 1, embrace digital-first marketing. 2, have targeted financial literacy campaigns. 3, build more customer-centric product design. Don't introduce a product because another bank introduced it. Use proper customer insights so your products deliver better value. 4, start using geo-targeted marketing, where you use regional insights to tailor campaigns by language, culture, and lifestyle, not just within the country which you operate, but across Africa's diverse markets. Number 5, pursue integrated omni-channel campaigns. Number 6, use AI. Number 7, employ what we call community-based marketing, because banks are embedded in communities. So chiefs, local leaders, churches, schools, make sure you build grassroots trust so you can increase penetration for your bank products and services. Number 8, pursue ESG and green banking promotions. Number 9, pursue customer experience integration, because when you make CX part of what marketing is overseeing, then you can track net promoter scores, reduce customer churn, gather feedback, train frontline staff in delivering branded service experiences. Number 10, use data-driven decision making. Number 11, influencer and youth marketing also matters. Number 12, and this is big for Africa, mobile money and fintech integration. Create co-marketing strategies with mobile money operators and fintechs to deepen reach in informal and cash-driven markets. Number 13, do staff brand advocacy. Your employees are your best brand ambassadors. Empower them through the right marketing approaches to lift the brand so you can turn employees into brand ambassadors across all your customer touchpoints. Finally, public relations and thought leadership. Position your bank executives as thought leaders on financial inclusion, entrepreneurship, and sustainability so you can build reputational capital. Come to the AMC conference in August. But if you need help today, call me. I'm called Professor Robert Ebuinsin. Anything marketing, I'm your man. Advocacy, training, consulting, I'm available to help. Thank you for listening to this monologue. See you again very soon. Stay tuned.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. With MNC Properties, property sales, rentals, and management is a walk in the park. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 to 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We offer flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs, plus litigation-free lands in vibrant and upscale communities that presents the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 0302 551 917. MNC Properties, choice of class.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. And you know, before we went away, I told you that I was thanking the bankers. I was thanking those in financial services. So my monologue today was on bank marketing. So now I have somebody who works in financial sales marketing in the studio. She's a very powerful woman. She went to Akosombo Secondary School. So I'll have her introduce herself to you. Madam, who are you and where were you born and how come you are here today with us? Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prof. It's always wonderful to spend time with you.
Yes, please.
Yes, so I am a youngish, elder millennial Ghanaian lady.
Yes, please.
Who, yes, I went to school in Akosombo International School. I am what I call a proud VRA baby.
Indeed. That's a good one.
Because my mom worked in VRA for over, I think maybe 25 or more years.
Wow.
So Yes, I
Is she
spent.
alive?
She is.
Would she
indeed.
watch this show?
Yes, she would.
Congratulations.
And she would be proud.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. And so essentially, yes, I grew up partly in Accra, in Akosombo. I went to Akosombo. I went to Services, Bemakam.
Oh, wow.
I love that experience because it taught me a lot. And then I actually finished high school at Akosombo International School as well. And then I went to Care University where I studied, yes.
What did you study?
Economics.
Really?
Yes.
Not publishing?
No.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. I didn't think that I would actually be in this career path.
Wow.
And then I did French as a minor.
No way.
I know, right? And then I did drop the French eventually, so I finished with economics. And then it was when I got into the working world. I spent a lot of time at school, back then it was very popular to go abroad to work.
Yes.
So because I had family in the UK, I spent all my summers working.
Indeed.
And then when I finished school, I went to the UK. I worked for a while before I came back to do my national service.
Wow.
So then, yes, after that, life happened, and then I realized that my jobs were all related to marketing and communications.
So in Ghana, post the economics degree, what was your first job?
So
sorry, what did you do your national service?
I did my national service at the Ministry of Communications.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Who was the minister then? Akumia?
Oh, gosh, I can't remember.
Okay, all right. Oh,
but I did work in the IT office.
No way.
Yes. So I worked with a gentleman called Joe T. And,
okay.
Yes, I really loved Joe T. I loved the experience.
I remember someone called Joe T.
Yes,
Okay, all right.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Wow.
And Jyoti, I honestly, I think that he didn't realize that he taught me so much, but he did.
Wow.
He was differently abled, so it just changed the way he did things.
Excellent.
Being an IT person.
Excellent.
And he gave me tasks that, I was working on procurement one day, I was working on the intranet another day, and then I got loaned out to help with an event. Back then, it was the one of these international ICT
exhibitions,
conferences, yes, with 54 countries.
Oh, wow.
And for me, that was such a great experience.
Where did it hold?
This was at La Palme.
La Palme, okay.
La Palme.
Okay.
And yes, so then I ended up working and meeting a woman who was the coordinator. She was Ghanaian, but she worked with the international organization. And something struck me about her. I was like, wow, I really love this woman. She has so much vim and fire, and she's running the show. And, it stuck with me. And somehow, throughout my career, I see that I've become that woman. You also
have vim, you run the show. Come on,
well,
Cynthia.
Yes. So I'm a Markham's person.
But after Joe T, what happened to you?
Oh, after Joe T, yes. After Joe T, I moved to Shawbell Consulting.
I know Shawbell.
You know PMC. Yes.
I know Shawbell.
Yes. Phyllis Maria Christian, the lawyer herself. And over there as well, I was a junior consultant.
Wow.
And being a junior consultant, I was there for about 2.5 years or so.
Oh, wow.
There too, my goodness, I didn't realize that was my initial agency-like experience.
Absolutely.
Because, management consulting, we're always pitching presentations, documents, reports, and whatnot. So, and our boss, PMC, if you know her, you would know that she's a very serious woman about what she does.
Absolutely.
Very attentive to detail, takes no prisoners. And, and then she even started a training school that she got me to help on.
Yes.
So I got a lot of experience in a short space of time. And the type of experience that back then you're like, my goodness, my boss is a task mistress.
I know.
But yes, it was great. It was great for me after the ministries. I used to joke that my national service, I didn't buy beans and plantain.
Indeed.
I used to say that.
Or roasted plantain.
Yes. I was even late to start my service because I was abroad. And when I came, I got lucky to be put where I was put. And I got to work, So what I realized over the years was that I've had the privilege to do so many different things, work in so many different roles that I picked up a lot along the way. And I believe that is what has really helped me.
From Shawbell, what happened
at Shawbell, I went to the States. And yes, that's where I did my master's. And by then I had come to terms with the fact that I was great at communications.
Indeed.
And in fact, my boss had even encouraged me. I even got an award for most creative consultant or whatever back then.
Wow.
And then what I also remember was at the time, because of her guidance, that's what helped me to decide to go into communications for my master's.
Of course.
So I ended up going to Clemson University, South Carolina. It was a last resort, honestly, because I didn't know anything about South Carolina. As you know, Ghanaians mostly go to Harvard. You hear of the Ivy League schools. You hear of the more common University of Maryland, all of that stuff. So when I went to America, I'd never been to America before. I didn't know anybody. And I ended up in this, what turned out to be privileged white kids from the South school. And it was an amazing school, actually, very well respected and very rigorous in study. So over there, I worked and I studied. As you know, with masters, I had to teach for my tuition. And when I taught undergrads. So I taught undergrads accelerated composition, and then I also worked in the school office, and I taught athletes. So I did a number of things, especially in the first year. Then in the second year, I transitioned to working at a local agency.
Indeed.
So over there too, I started getting experience. And that was also, let me just say that was because my master's classes were in the evenings.
Okay.
So during the day, you had an opportunity to do things, essentially.
Indeed.
And then in the evenings, you go for your class. So by the time I finished my master's, I'd gotten also a lot of experience. And then I moved to Dallas. And when I moved to Dallas, I moved to a public affairs agency in Dallas.
Okay.
So that was also a fantastic experience. And then originally I wanted to move to DC. And they gave me a chance to move to DC because they had an office in DC. So randomly one day they were like, hey, do you want to go to DC instead? I was like, excuse me, of course, I'll be there for it.
Absolutely.
100%.
I'm so ready.
Exactly. So that's also how I ended up getting to understand the American, political system. Because you know that in DC, K Street, it's the heart of everything public affairs. It's the heart of lobbying. It's the heart of everything hardcore communications and PR.
Of course.
We had seniors in the business who were on CNN every day.
There you go.
They're walking past you like, oh, that's so cool.
That's the guy, man.
That's the guy who was on TV 2 minutes ago.
Absolutely, yeah.
So in terms of eye-opening, it was so eye-opening. I learned so much from the experience. I got exposed to different types of clients, to being very close to the White House, and just crisis, every manner of work. I remember crisis for Nissan, exactly. For Nissan, I was doing research and managing the projects like as a very junior team member. And then eventually I moved to American University of Washington College of Law. So I moved there to take on a digital marketing job.
Really?
Yes.
For the checkered life.
I have I think my family was like, okay, we can't keep up with you again. What are you doing now? Like, what are you doing? Now is this one. But it was also partly because life took me there.
It is what it is.
For instance, I wanted it's very easy for me to say there's a work permit from my DC. I had a temporary one, and they didn't confirm it. So then I moved to the university because they were like, okay, we'll give you and then this and that.
That's it.
I ended up back in Ghana eventually.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because a friend had a project in Ghana, and I was somehow convinced to do it.
Indeed.
So I actually deferred an MBA that I wanted to do. I never went back.
Okay, no worries.
I deferred an MBA, and that's how I came to Ghana. And then because I'd had all this, vast experiences in communications and marketing, I set up a business, which I thought I would do full time. And then I was trying to work on the project with this friend of mine. But eventually, I realized a lot of things back then. This is what, 2014, thereabouts. I learned that the market was not mature yet for the type of agency model that I wanted to start as a young person.
Absolutely.
And obviously, as you can see, I'm a bit smallish, so I didn't get the type of audience and respect back then.
Who is this one?
Do you know what I mean? You know how it is. And it's like you want to come and tell people what to do, how to do it. You want them to pay you good money, for what? Writing things and telling them how to do things. It was very entertaining. So back then I learned my lessons because I realized that even the non-profits that I got jobs for, the non-profits sometimes they will not even pay me. Oh. So nobody told me that this thing is not
a bed of roses.
No, it's not. It's not a bed. So that's how I ended up at Global Media Alliance.
Indeed.
Because I sat there and I said, hey, I think I need to go to the people who are doing this properly and who know everybody, who have respect, because it's clearly not working out for me as an entrepreneur in this. So funny enough, I kept the business. So that business has actually been, it's called Mentis Communications. It's actually been what I have used. I've always had a side hustle.
Okay.
So I just continued working for non-conflict businesses on the side.
That's fair.
Yes. And then that's how I ended up like going through agencies in Ghana as well, because I worked at Global Media. Fantastic experience at Global Media. I was at Silverbed initially. I was the marketing manager at Silverbed.
Indeed.
Very entertaining. I'm very proud to say I started all those fancy, characters for the movies and very interesting movie premieres.
Indeed.
So, we'll do a whole
With
set.
red carpets and
yes,
violet
you will do a set. So, for
Indeed.
instance, I remember that there was this movie, Step Up movie. It was a dance movie. So back then there was a lady called It's Tiffany.
Okay.
So we made her come and do a whole performance as part of the premiere.
Absolutely.
And then we had this movie with all these characters. So we got people to like be airbrushed, pretty much naked.
There you go.
For
there
that.
You go.
And it was so much fun. Honestly, it was the best
having
fun.
a ball.
I had a ball with that job. And then eventually I moved into the main agency and I became head of PR.
Okay.
So over there as head
That's
of
why
PR.
I met you, huh?
I think so, possibly. Because I've known you for a very long time.
Yes,
but-
please. Yes, please.
Yes. I think I met you then. We were working for a number of clients, Vodafone, Samsung, a bunch of clients. And over there too, I really got proper hands-on experience.
So Samsung
Yeah.
was like 2016, 2017. Was Richard Nunukweku there?
Yes,
Richard was
exactly.
there.
You know everybody in this industry, so of course, yes,
Richard
yes.
was there, yes.
Richard was our client.
He was marketing manager for West Africa.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
our client.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It was such an interesting experience because
Absolutely.
each client brings their own set of characteristics,
Indeed.
how you manage them,
Indeed.
and as a person in comms, you and I always say that you come to learn that it goes beyond just knowing how to do the work.
I agree.
It's also about how do you manage the client.
Client chemistry matters.
Yes,
No.
exactly.
In fact,
Even
client
more than
chemistry
the
is
work.
first. I'm
Yes.
telling you, if you mess up with the chemistry,
Listen,
you're not taking
the
it,
chemistry is
taking it.
everything.
It's everything, yes.
Everything.
It's
And I
everything.
learned the hard way there because you make mistakes, you pick yourself up. Also, that was the first time I was managing such a large team.
Of course.
When I started, I had about 17 team members.
There you go.
And my team members would always laugh at me. In my head, I used to be a bit terrified because I used to say, hey, I look like all of them, their little sister. And I'm here trying to give orders. But
align them.
Exactly. But and it was great for me because I also learned how to be a better leader
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
try to bring. And I'm very proud to say that I have a great relationship with a majority of my former team members.
You should.
Yes,
You
but
should.
GMA was great because it was a type of place where you were not boxed unless you really wanted to be.
Yeah.
So
And your boss is very adventurous.
exactly,
Yeah, very innovative.
exactly.
He breaks the mold.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you really wanted to, you will be busy. So I was always working.
Of course.
So I did everything, events. I participated in projects, all kinds of things, and it was more because it was an all hands on deck type of approach.
Of course.
So I do realize that that's how I also picked up hardcore marketing
There you go.
and events experience and
There you go.
whatnot.
There you go.
Even though I hadn't formally trained in
Yes,
marketing,
yes.
and it was actually communications.
Absolutely.
So I learned a lot over there, and then I got poached to Now Available Africa.
Oh,
Digital
really?
agents. Yes, I did work.
Do you know Fuad Chalabi?
Absolutely. That was,
He's
yes.
my guy.
Oh, is he?
So when
yes.
I was in advertising 25 years ago,
Yes.
Fuad was my client at Space. He was marketing director then. He's still
wow.
my friend to today.
Oh, wow.
He's a fantastic guy.
Fantastic
Yeah,
guy.
Fuad Chalabi.
He's quiet, but he's done so many wonderful things
Brilliant.
in Ghana.
Absolutely brilliant.
Provided so many opportunities, and
Absolutely
he's behind
brilliant.
a lot of fantastic
He's still
things.
providing opportunities till today.
Yes.
Good guy. Yeah,
Very
Fuad
great
is a
guy,
good guy.
very great. So yes, I know what. And
Okay.
Now Available, we worked digital agency
Yes.
for big clients like Nestle,
Yes.
Central West Africa.
Indeed.
Also, that
Siwa.
was a learning experience as
Absolutely,
well.
absolutely.
Because obviously international clients are very particular about metrics.
Did you work with my guy? He was at Ashesi.
Which
and then
one?
He left. He went to agribusiness.
Yes. So
yeah.
he came actually
He speaks
after I'd
French.
just left.
Yeah, he
yes,
speaks French
yes.
as well. Yeah.
He came right after I'd left.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
yes. I know who you're talking
Yes,
about.
cool guy.
Yes, very cool guy. But that was pretty good as well.
Okay.
Lots of experience.
So
and
now
then
available, what happened to you?
Ogilvy.
Yeah. That's why you came to pitch for the job
Yes.
at Export Promotion.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And you know, this job, what I haven't mentioned that you know as part of this job is every day you're working on the pitch.
Oh, yes.
You are always looking for business.
Back to back to
Oh,
back.
back to
It
back.
is what it is.
It is, because that's the only way to maintain
It is what
the
it is,
agency.
sir.
You're
And keep
always
the
looking for
retainers
money.
coming. Yeah, all the time. It's tough.
It's
like,
tough.
it's really tough.
It
It's not a joke at all.
Absolutely tough. It is tough. And the one thing you don't realize with this experience is, and now I find myself encouraging young people
Indeed.
to go through agency first.
Oh, madam. Madam, I keep
It builds
saying-
grit.
Madam. Look, I keep saying that.
Yeah.
If you say you like Prof. Sciencing,
Yeah.
leading marketing professor in Africa,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
it's my agency. That's why I learned how to stay with it and get it done.
Thank you.
Stay.
Thank you.
Agency, we don't take excuse. The English you are speaking, it doesn't work.
Yes.
Get it done.
Thank you
If
very
a
much.
client won't spend, look for alternate business and plug the hole.
Yep.
We don't even tell stories.
Yep.
So you can testify agency experience is
Listen,
invaluable.
I even told someone just 2 days ago, a young person, that she needs to find a job at an agency.
There you go.
It will test you.
There you go.
Because you would be forced to come to terms with who you are.
There you go.
In terms of how do you work,
I
what
agree.
what is of interest to you. Because, and I also say that not everything is for everyone.
Yes, please.
You get there, you discover that this is not for me. It's okay to move on. But if this is for you, you build a set of skills that, like I said, is by osmosis. You actually develop skills because you are in an agency working with other departments.
I kid you not.
Just by virtue of the fact that you're all in that space.
I kid you not.
You learn.
Madam, you learn visualization.
You will
learn
understand
copywriting,
brand.
You understand design, but you are the marketing board.
Thank you.
You just learn a lot.
Exactly.
It's such a blessing.
Yes.
So you can testify.
Yes,
Oh.
and that's the thing. And the truth is, they push you harder than you would be pushed at corporate.
I
At the
agree.
same level.
Madam, you spend nights in the office finishing the proposal.
Yes.
I'm telling you, understand, eh?
Absolutely.
Look, agency is like you must fend for yourself.
Yes.
You must kill the meat and bring it home. We
Yes.
don't have anything prepared at home for you.
Yes, absolutely. And at the end of the day, for me, it's also the accountability,
Absolutely.
learning to be accountable.
Absolutely.
So just understanding that the money that is coming in, how we, selling. So for instance, how we selling to the client this budget, knowing very well that we need to make this money.
Absolutely.
And you being thinking it's like, it's not some senior person's job per se. You are part of the process of thinking about how we are making money
There you
at
go.
the end of the day.
You get it.
You don't get that experience.
Sitting in some big office
Yes,
and it's like
yes,
you
yes.
bring the money.
Yes,
You
yes.
learn on a daily basis. Your job is to make money.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
I'll share a story. So one day, my boss, who unfortunately died at 36 on the motorway, he called and he said, we've produced an advert for Canon, but it didn't come through a brief. I don't know what the creative. I said, leave it for me. So I call. Rami, I'm greeting you. He says, hey, Rami, I've been thinking about your brand a lot and the blessings it brings. We've designed a small print campaign, but it had brand. Oh, he said, Bob, no problem. We sold the ad because it was my job to ensure that strategy didn't only work, but strategy produces ads that are sold.
Yes.
So the money can come home.
Exactly.
On the issue of selling and coming home with the money, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with more of Titans and Trailblazers. Please stay tuned.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. With MNC Properties, property sales, rentals, and management is a walk in the park. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 to 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We offer flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs, plus litigation-free lands in vibrant and upscale communities that presents the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 0302 551 917. MNC Properties, choice of class.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers, and we're saying that agency really prepares you. I can testify, she can testify, but we had gotten to Ogilvy. So, madam, what happened in Ogilvy and after?
Okay, so at Ogilvy, I was very excited to work at Ogilvy. Obviously, also because of my international experience background. It's part of an international network.
Of course.
It really ended up being exactly what I wanted, because when I started my direct report obviously was Ikea, my boss, and then I also had an indirect boss in the UK, Ian Bandred. So I got that local insight, but also the international oversight in thinking, and it taught me a different level that I had not learned yet, which was understanding things at a very different, my previous experience was more junior. So in this role, there's more of an insight into what makes sense at this level. So I'll give you an example. I remember that one time I had put together a budget for some, you do your pipeline, and all the clients that you're pitching for, you're trying to explore. And I remember that he said, how many hours are you spending on this one? How many hours are you spending on that? I know technically in Ghana, the hours doesn't work the same way as it does internationally. Internationally, they're able to maintain that billable hours.
It's billable.
Here, it's not the same.
No, yeah, you must believe God.
Yes, you have to believe God. You know the thing. You can't be billing by hours. If you bill by hours, it doesn't work the same way. And, this man was like, this job they are taking, how many hours are you going to use? Do you think it's worth your time?
Exactly.
How much are they paying you?
Exactly.
And he taught me a vital lesson about being intentional and prioritizing. Because what his point was, you're going to spend a lot of time working on this when it's not going to bring you that much money. So as a business, you should be going for, businesses that will give you the maximum impact.
I agree.
Rather than, focusing on small things that will waste a lot of your time.
And dissipate your energy.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that was also a fantastic learning experience, in terms of sharpening my strategy skills as well.
Of course.
I think Ogilvy is where I really sharpened it, working with Ikea as well, who's also
Absolutely.
a fantastic strategist.
Absolutely.
And then having that international insight into, so, we worked on, I'm very proud to say we worked on, KIC, Cosmos Innovation Center.
Indeed.
Yes.
With Ruka Sanusi.
Yeah, so we actually helped to establish it.
Okay.
We worked on, and this is with our international office as well, we worked on the original strategy for KIC.
Okay.
That was eventually, I remember at the time I was even leading.
You mean the original formulation itself?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's
the
brilliant.
whole concept of it.
Not just the brand part alone.
No,
but the whole thing.
no, the whole thinking
Excellent.
behind it.
Oh,
And
wow.
because, it came from a place of what can we do better in terms of our community?
Of course.
Where can we focus that makes sense in the long term,
course.
that is impactful. So all those experiences for me helped me to sharpen that strategic thinking about things.
Indeed.
And then also at that level, being able to, manage multiple projects that were so in this case, I was managing projects that were involved all parts of the business.
Correct.
So whether it's the media buying,
Correct.
it's creative
Correct.
or whatnot,
Correct.
leading, and then, working with major clients. We had Coca-Cola. I remember the World Cup campaign,
Indeed.
doing things in Nigeria, also working across the region, because the role was actually oversight across the region, partnering with other agencies to execute. So, in Sierra Leone, I really did get that very, I would like to say sharpening experience there, which left me with the ability to say that I was a communications and marketing professional.
Indeed.
Even without a marketing degree.
Oh, yeah, even without a marketing degree. It's okay. We'll also admit it. No, it's not an issue at all. Absolutely, yes. So, so I keep telling people that marketing is not about PhD or PhD or MBA.
Yeah.
It's good to have the qualification, but it's a very hands-on type of thing.
Yes.
So if you can do strategy development, you can do a route to market, you are good to go. It's about actually doing it and solving problems in the market.
I agree.
And then you build competence over time, and then you get better at what you do. So some of my best marketing friends, Christopher Caesar's degree in Lagos was economics. I know that for a fact. John Nettie read economics for first degree.
There you go.
George Anda has a degree in agric or biochemistry or something. Most of my big, Jan Sarko's degree is in engineering. Eric's degree is in engineering. So most of my big marketing friends don't have first degrees in marketing, but it is what it is. So from Ogilvy, what happened to you?
So from Ogilvy, once again, I continued the poaching thing.
Yeah, you're
And I finally
poachable.
I crossed over from agency to corporate.
Okay.
And I used to call myself, and I mean, this is it's a term in industry, agency rat,
Indeed.
because I had been through a number of agencies, and that's how I actually built my competencies and whatnot. So I crossed over from agency to corporate because at that point in my career, truth be told, I had done everything. So it just felt like it made sense to be on the other side of the table. So moving into insurance, though, I have to say that initially I was like, I can't see myself in insurance. But the challenge was, interesting, and the brand was even more exciting.
Of course.
So I moved to Hollard, and, as you know, Hollard is an insurance company.
Very much.
But it's unconventional.
Very
it
much.
has a very excited brand. It's very youthful. And, it's not conventional in the way Ghanaians typically would have done insurance or present themselves. So when I was approached for the role, I was initially skeptical. But when I did my research, and, I remember seeing that the company had this 5K run for cancer that the men only do, and the men wear Speedos to run for 5K, run 5K in Speedos. And it was called Daredevil Race.
There you go.
And I was like, wow. An insurance company that is willing to, do this.
Yes.
They know how to, not to take themselves seriously.
That
they are
is
very
it.
serious about their business.
That is it.
And they are willing to do things differently
Yes.
just to get attention.
They are avant-garde in their brand expression.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
And I was like, you know what, I'm in.
That is it.
And that's how I ended
Because
up.
you're avant-garde in your own way. So you connected with the avant-garde spirit.
Honestly, I did. I truly did. I was like, I love this brand. And I mean, till today, I do love the brand because it's different.
I think it's a very cool brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also hard. It's about the hardest brand because it's based on illustrations.
Of course.
So illustrations, as you know, are actually handmade. Even on the computer, they are hand-drawn. And so for me, even though I came in with this set of experiences, I still had to learn about navigating corporate, also about being the owner of a brand locally and understanding how to localize the brand, because that was also one of the biggest problems in the beginning.
Of course.
The fact that it was a very international, foreign-sounding brand,
Very much.
and we had to find a way to make it sound less so. So you realize that all of our products have Ghanaian names, all of our marketing language and communication language is always localized. We always use a lot of English, Ghanaianisms in our English, just to make us sound less foreign. Because truth be told, there was a local company, a Ghanaian company I was taking over. So at the end of the day, people working there are all Ghanaians, right? Up to our CEO,
Yes.
patients, and then exactly,
Yes, she's
and
my
then our
boss.
MD. So very strong Ghanaian business. So
And Nash.
Exactly.
The famous
yes,
Nash.
the famous Nash. He's now Dr. Nash.
Yes.
And then Daniel as well, our MD. So I came into the business. In this case, doing both marketing and communications.
Correct.
That was the initial role.
Correct.
And then having to understand this very difficult brand and how to express it. Because as you know, with a difficult brand, there's a lot of do's and don'ts.
Correct.
The funniest thing was you can't communicate negatively.
There you go.
Anything about insurance. So
There you
imagine, I say to myself, how do you sell insurance without saying you will die
Yes.
or something bad will
Unless
happen?
you buy the policy. Yes.
So that was also, I mean, to be honest with you, my whole experience has been also learning.
Of course.
Because you have to keep up.
Yes.
So
There are
how
brand nuances you
how
must
do
come to
you
terms with.
so I'm sure you even understand this, but how do you have to sit down and maybe unlearn your ways of thinking?
Correct.
Because now you are being forced to communicate about a thing that is generally negative in a
Correct.
positive way.
Yes.
So everything you are. It's almost like you have to literally teach yourself a new thing.
Correct.
And that was how we approached it.
Correct.
So if you look at all of our communications, you realize that we have this glass half full approach. So it's not about what can go wrong, but what can go right.
Indeed.
And then also, if you notice, all of our ads and communications, we use a lot of humor.
Correct.
To say things.
Correct.
Because we don't want to be there, crying and tears. It's not allowed.
Yeah.
Even the imagery, you're not allowed to use stiff post
It
imagery.
doesn't fit the brand persona.
It doesn't.
We can't do that.
So I have to say that I had proper marketing, on ground, like hands-on, refining experience
go.
as well.
You see, but the
working
blessing
with-
of South African brands is that
Yeah.
they have a strong tradition.
Yes.
So it's easy to understand the brand pathways and sort of understand what needs to be done. It's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Yes.
Yeah. But then the additional thing too is that in spite of that, they're also very open.
No, but that's the point.
Yes.
I worked on Steers 24, 25 years ago. We told them that the music, it won't work.
Yes.
And we told them that at the very best rate, we can use some of the ratchets for some of the tea, but it must be localized. It must be context relevant.
Yes.
Otherwise, it won't fly.
Exactly. And
Yes,
that
yes.
now is the approach that we are using. So I'm very proud to say that, as a group, our international group recognizes Ghana for how localized the brand is without losing the essence of the brand.
Absolutely.
And that has been, for me, that has been a major achievement, just being able to keep that brand vibrant. And also, and I think that we have been in the market, we have led that charge of, demystifying insurance, making
Indeed.
us less intimidating.
Indeed.
Because in the past, when I entered, I have to be honest, this was how many years ago? 6, 7 years ago. People were still stuck on the suits and ties and whatnot, and presenting this face. And we wear T-shirts, our hollowed cloth, our fabric. You're allowed to wear funky clothes with it. So just showing the market that you could be less uptight
Indeed.
and still sell insurance. And insurance, we actually realized that people were more interested in us because we're approachable.
Okay.
And then also because we explored non-conventional means of selling insurance. So
Indeed.
instead of waiting for people to come to your office to buy insurance, we were going to them to sell insurance. And this is not just an agent. This is if you think about going to your grocery store run at Melcom, buying insurance at the fuel station.
Indeed.
We started Araba, the chatbot, and then everybody, including banks and anyone, has jumped on that
Araba train.
Yes, and it was essentially just a chatbot that we humanized, because we said, how do we bring this chatbot to life in a manner that people can resonate with? And this was during COVID. And so when we came up with it, and it wasn't a special new idea. I still remember that I had read somewhere about, people were naming their chatbots. And I was like, if you're naming the chatbot, let's give the chatbot a character.
Of course.
And let's give the chatbot a name that resonates. And Araba at the time, had an ad with a woman called Araba. So we just used the same name.
Okay.
And made it Araba Holland. And then originally the chatbot had long flowing hair. And then I think it was Nash, just like a few days to launch. Nash was like, this thing is not very Holland. He was like, what's all this hair? Eh? So then my designer goes and he's like, he looks at my hair and changes the hair of the chatbot. So now people think that it was actually built on me, but it wasn't. It was just a last minute change that the hair was changed to natural hair. And that's how the chatbot started, and we pushed it. And we are very proud to see that a lot of people jumped on that. So all of those efforts to market insurance in a different way have been very exciting to do and learn. And of course, there have been downsides. We've had failures and whatnot, but it's been a remarkable experience.
So just because you've gone there, I worked with Nash in his Star Life days. I was actually on the board of Star Life for 7 years.
Nice one.
Then I worked with Auntie Pat at Barclays.
Okay.
And I remember there was one time she bought 300 copies of my customer service book and distributed across the bank. I became very famous. I was trending in the bank. And
everybody had a Prof. Hinson book.
You know what I'm saying? And they were calling me. I've seen her say, yeah, it's good. But the reason why I mentioned that is part of marketing, expression, and creativity, the people you work with. Because trust me,
absolutely,
if you work with some stiff jackets, you are dead. It'll be like, please. So I think your environment has supported the creativity.
Yes. And, I actually say this, so thank you for bringing up. I say that leadership is 100% part of part of how you can excel as a marketer.
Indeed.
If your leadership is in support of you and gives you leeway,
I agree.
You will excel.
I agree.
If they micromanage you and don't give you that support,
or are clueless.
So you see, here's the thing too. It's actually okay to be clueless.
But you must allow those who know to sort of help along.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
You are not the expert here. You are the leader. You have to let the experts do their work.
Yes, please.
And be willing to back them.
Yes,
because
please.
Sometimes you can't see the long game. They
Yes,
can.
please.
And you hire them to do that.
Oh, madam.
You've hired them because you need them.
Madam.
So, I know where this is coming from, because we know as an industry, it's a challenge where sometimes, CMOs struggle with leadership because they don't see their direction. They don't understand, they are not willing to. Sometimes, within our game, you have to take your time and work towards things.
Yes, please.
It's not a once and done.
Yes, please.
So I understand you, because and I actually tell people a lot that in my case, leadership, 100%, my MD and my CEOs, my MDs and my CEO, my CEO, Patience Achanu, my MDs, Daniel Boyado and Nashi Reduced. They are they are really the reason why I have excelled at my job, if I may say so myself, because they've been willing to, go
out on a limb.
Go out on a limb as needed. Okay, you think this is going to work? Let's do it and let's see. If it doesn't work, of course, and this is not them being very lenient with you. No, I mean, it's not about being lenient or whatnot. It's actually about, at the end of the day, being accountable. Indeed. So you said you wanted to do this. You've made your budget, and maybe we didn't give you everything, but this is what you can work with. We need to know what the results are. How do the results make sense? Carry us along. And, it's without a doubt, I don't think I would have been able to execute anything without that type of support. And even being willing to show up and be present. Yeah.
So in 2022, I gave a keynote in Vic Falls, South African Marketing Confederation Conference. Mm-hmm. Then in 2023, I gave a keynote in Entebbe. Then I hear you were in Mombasa last year.
Yes.
And this year we're in Ghana.
Yes.
So please, why should everybody come? CEOs, CMOs, CFOs, marketing officers, sales leaders.
Yes.
Please, why should they come for our conference happening in August at Labadi Beach?
So last year, when I was at Mombasa, I had the opportunity to share a case study of how we built our brand Hollard in Ghana. Now, even though I was the one giving the presentation, I sat back after my presentation and watched others also give similar presentations and even more insightful presentations.
Of course.
I walked away from that experience feeling full, like I had been enriched.
Absolutely.
And I had walked away better than I was when I came in there.
Absolutely.
You don't necessarily get this just randomly.
I agree.
And this is a gathering of people who know what they are doing, who are doing things.
I agree.
And there's a gathering of people who are sharing.
I agree.
So, I mean, if as a marketing, communications, and IT person, what more could you want? Because this doesn't come to our doorstep.
I agree.
You would have had to travel, possibly.
To the 27 countries they are coming from.
Yes,
but they are in one space.
Exactly. But in this case, they are coming to us.
Yes.
So, without a doubt, if you're in this industry, I would say that make it a date. I think it's 20th to 22nd August.
It is.
AMC Tycoon Conference.
Absolutely.
To show up and just pack those 2 or 3 days. Just show up, take your time and listen, because the perspectives, it's so unique that, we all have very similar troubles. So one of the funniest things was everybody wants more budget.
Yes.
However, at the end of the day, the executions are interesting because they're executing in Uganda in a different way. They're executing in Zambia or whatnot. And that learning from there, you can apply it in your own job.
Agree.
We had awards as well. So I was part of the jury last year. And it was also really great to see the work that people had done.
Absolutely.
So I would encourage Ghanaian businesses, Ghanaian agencies and institutions.
What about public sector agencies? Should they come public sector agencies?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think that, and maybe let me just touch on this. I think public sector comms and marketing professionals tend to think that they are left behind. But that's not the case. I think it's just because of the way things just advanced in Ghana in terms of the space. But I do think that you are seeing that more and more public institutions are being more vibrant and advanced in the way they are communicating. And that's absolutely the way to go.
Okay.
And they have to deal with a set of circumstances that agency side and corporate side don't have.
Correct.
So they are also vital. They would come and learn, and they should also share as well.
So the whole world should come?
Yes.
And some we've invited the president. So if he comes, then it will be a full party.
Yes, absolutely.
Look, on the note of presidential arrivals and the marketing festival in August, I want to thank you for watching this very, very sensational episode of Titans and Trailblazers. Please, make sure that you share this particular episode more than you've shared any other one, because you are the famous Cynthia who's worked everywhere in the world. So thank you for watching. See you again very soon. Bye.
Next on Titans and Trailblazers.
What key values and principles have guided the BBNS till today?
Discipline.
Discipline, okay.
Integrity.
Okay.
And then grit.
Indeed. Just staying with it.
Staying with it.
Okay. Okay.
Stay with it.
Okay.
Those were the challenges, or those were the things that kept us going.
Indeed.
Because see, from day one, like I said, I was mindful of the regulatory framework.
Very much.
Within which we are operating.
Indeed. You must keep standards.
Keep standards. So from day one, started keeping, systems were working.
Of course.
Corporate governance structures were put in place.
Of course.
We had audited accounts.
Of course.
everything was just going the way it ought to be.
Indeed. With the black and white.
And with
letters,
time,
yes.
with time,
Titans and Trailblazers is brought to you by the MNC Group.
Are you a Ghanaian business ready to conquer new frontiers? From October 23rd to 25th, 2025, Ghana Fest Europe is your direct bridge to the lucrative Dutch and broader European markets. This is the ultimate platform to showcase your high-quality Ghanaian products and services. Ghana Fest Europe, proudly presented by RAM Media Concept in collaboration with the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry and under the auspices of key Ghanaian government ministries and agencies.